Hello, and welcome to my channel, where I mostly share my love of fragrance and enjoying my collection. In this video, I'll be reviewing the new Sol de Janeiro 2023 summer collection, as well as comparing it to the 2022 collection. Thank you so much for stopping by, and let's get started. Sol de Janeiro just released their 2023 summer collection, which contains 3 new fragrance mists. Unfortunately, these are a limited edition, just like last year's collection, which also contained 3 new scents, but they've since brought back one of those scents and added it to the permanent line. I have a review video for the 2022 summer collection, as well as for the full Sol de Janeiro perfume mist line, and I'll link those videos in the description box if you want to check those out. The new summer fragrance mists only come in one size, which is the smaller 3-ounce bottle. Sol de Janeiro body mists have gone up in price since last year's collection, so they are now $24 instead of $20 in the US. They come in standard Sol de Janeiro mist packaging, only in new colors with matching caps. Note the logo on the caps are different, and I'm not sure if that's just for this collection or if Sol de Janeiro is changing their logo moving forward. I haven't watched any reviews yet, so I'm really excited to give these scents a try. The new collection includes Bikini Season, a fruity gourmand with guava nectar and sunlit orchid. Do Not Disturb, a floral musk with mimosa flower and nude musk. And When in Rio, an amber floral with wild bergamot and vanilla amber. And now let's get on to the reviews. First up is Bikini Season, which comes in the orange bottle. And this has top notes of guava nectar and coconut water, mid notes of sunlit orchid, lemon twist, and wild orris, and base notes of pink musk and vanilla cloud. And upon first spray, I get a lot of fresh coconut that's sweet and light. It's not a thick, creamy coconut since it's just coconut water. I'm also getting some guava, but it feels dominated by the coconut. And then I get a soft floral note, which has a powdery quality to it. The vanilla adds additional sweetness without weighing it down. And the scent overall feels very light and tropical. I'm not getting much of the guava and lemon though, so it feels mostly like coconut and a musky vanilla. I think that this is a nice scent, and it's very summery and sweet without feeling heavy or cloying. Bikini Season does feel like the lightest scent in the collection to me, as well as the most beachy feeling. Next up is Do Not Disturb, which comes in the light blue bottle. And this has top notes of mimosa flower and sun-washed linen, mid notes of violet petals and warm sand, and base notes of nude musk and soft vanilla. And upon first spray, I get a lot of the mimosa, and here it is the flower and not the beverage. And sometimes I don't care for mimosa, but I find that it's really pleasant here. There's also the linen note, which feels like fresh, clean laundry. And between the mimosa and the violet, I'm getting a soft, slightly sweet, powdery quality that makes it feel more powdery than floral. I'm not getting much of the sand note other than a general warm, solar type of feeling. And I really like the base notes as the scent dries. They're warm and sweet, with a sort of woodsy vanilla mix. Overall, the scent feels very fresh and clean, and I like the musky woodiness. I actually didn't expect to like this one based on the mimosa and linen notes, but I really do like it. I do love powdery scents though, and I think that the powdery floral, vanilla, and sweet airy quality make this feel different from a typical clean laundry type of scent. I will also say that I get a hint of the Cheirosa 68 DNA in this scent, so if you like that one, you'll probably like Do Not Disturb as well. And the last scent is When in Rio, which comes in the pink bottle. And this has top notes of wild bergamot and luscious pear, mid notes of twilight jasmine and warm skin, and base notes of vanilla amber and sandalwood. And upon first spray, I get a burst of bright, fresh citrus. And I'm happy that the citrus is stronger than the pear. The jasmine note is pretty and not too strong. And for a little while, the scent has a bit of a sparkling quality, not like a fizzy drink, just more of a general brightness. As it dries, I get a lot of warmth, with a nice mix of vanilla and sandalwood. I can't pick out the amber much, it just smells like a warm vanilla to me. There's a good amount of sweetness as well, and I would say that once the bergamot softens, this is the sweetest scent in the collection. I initially thought this scent was just okay with the fruity opening, but once it's dried down, it's a really pretty, warm, sweet, woody vanilla, and I love that part of it. Overall, I'm really happy with this year's summer collection. All of the scents feel summery and are sweet and light, which should be good for warm weather. I do like all of these, but if I had to rank them based on first impressions, I would say that Bikini Season is my least favorite. It is nice, and I like the fresh, tropical, coconutty sweetness, but it just doesn't stand out to me as very special. I think I would have preferred a richer, creamier coconut and maybe more guava. The other two scents are kind of tied for me, as I really like them both a lot. I enjoy the woody vanilla dry down of When in Rio. The citrusy opening is just okay, but once it settles, I love the warm sweetness of it. And surprisingly, I also really like Do Not Disturb. It's so fresh and clean, and I just keep getting drawn back to its sweet, powdery, airy cloud. I actually think I'm going to buy backups of Do Not Disturb and When in Rio, because I regretted not getting a backup of Tropical Nights last year. These are body mists, so don't expect them to last all day, but I think longevity will depend on how much you spray, as well as if you layer them onto a lotion. I do usually top up midday with Sol de Janeiro mists, and these scents are more fresh and light. They don't feel as strong and heavy as the mists in the core line, which are mostly super sweet gourmands. Now I'll briefly go over the 2022 summer collection so I can do a quick comparison with the new scents. As I mentioned, there were also 3 new fragrances in this collection. The first scent was Tropical Nights, which came in the bright purple bottle. And this has top notes of mandarin oil and night blooming jasmine, mid notes of vanilla absolute and patchouli, and base notes of creamy tonka bean and tobacco leaf absolute. And this is a deep, warm vanilla and tonka bean scent that has a soft floral as well as a little earthy greenness from the tobacco leaf. It was the sweetest scent in the collection and was also my favorite, as I love vanilla fragrances, and that was the dominant note in this one. Next was Tan Lines, which came in the bright pink bottle. And this has top notes of Lait de Coco and Warm Sand, mid notes of Solar Tuberose and Ylang Ylang, and base notes of creamy vanilla and amber essence. And this is a warm, beachy scent that's a little like suntan lotion. It's very creamy with the vanilla and milky coconut, and also has a prominent sand note as well as some musky amber. It's the warmest scent in the collection with the solar notes, and I thought it was okay, but it wasn't anything that stood out to me. And note that this scent has been brought back and renamed as Rio Radiance, and it's currently part of the permanent collection. And last was Sea and Soul, which came in the bright turquoise bottle. And this has top notes of juicy citrus and tangy starfruit, mid notes of pink pepper and fresh violet, and base notes of ocean musk and white driftwood. And this is a clean, musky tropical scent with some ozonic violet and a little spiciness. It's very fruity and a bit woody, and has quite a strong starfruit note. I don't really care for the sourness of starfruit, so this was my least favorite in the collection. I'm glad that Sol de Janeiro has started releasing these summer collections, but I wish that all of the scents weren't limited edition. I'm hopeful that they'll bring back some more of the popular scents like they did for Tan Lines, also now known as Rio Radiance. When I look at all of the summer scents together, there are 3 clear groupings of scents for me. In my least favorite group is just Sea and Soul from last year. I think that it's okay, but the starfruit kind of ruins it for me, so this is the only one out of all of the scents that I really don't see myself using. In the middle group, which are scents I like, would be Tan Lines from last year and Bikini Season from this year. They're both very beachy scents with a solar quality, and I do like them, but they don't stand out to me as anything really special. And the last group are the scents that I would say I love, and it includes Tropical Nights from last year, as well as Do Not Disturb and When in Rio from this year. These are all sweet scents with prominent vanilla, and I don't know that I could really pick a favorite amongst them right now. I did want to note that Tropical Nights seems stronger than the 2 scents from this year, but it is also a deeper, richer fragrance. So that's it for my review of the 2023 Sol de Janeiro Summer Collection. I am really pleased with this line, and I'm glad that I've added all of these scents to my collection. Let me know what you think of these fragrances and if you're going to give any of them a try. Thank you for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.